Very quiet.
Hey, Leon, down to your right. How's it going? How's fight week so far?
Good, good. I've been here now for almost 2 weeks, so I've kind of got used to the Vegas time zones and just enjoying fight week for what it is, you know.
Nice. And I guess, how's this one feel compared to the others? Any different considering who you're going against, the moment?
Not really. I don't think it feels bigger than when I fought for the world title. I think that feels that was for me anyway. That was more pressure on me. You know, I think this one, I'm already. I'll solidify myself for the confidence that I can achieve what I've achieved. You know, so going out there fighting a guy in Colby Covington, a guy that I don't really like. I think it makes it easier in training camp. It makes it easier to show up and compete. You know.
How do you balance that, right? Because on one hand, you're going against a guy that's kind of got the pro wrestling thing going on, but he's also, you know, we talked to him a few minutes ago. He had all sorts of insults to hurl at you about being a quitter and asking us to ask you what your IQ was and all this stuff, and draped out in the Donald Trump suit. So how do you balance motivating yourself in a healthy way versus like playing into the pro wrestling game, so to speak?
Easy, to be fair, because I think everyone knows he's playing like a character, right? And even him after like when he fought Usman, he's like, oh, I won't try and sell the fight, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like easier to take someone like that like as a joke, you know. And that's what I'm able to do. Just take it for what it is. He's a clown, and just treat him as such, you know.
And separating his personality and the gimmick from his abilities, I guess, what do you see now that you've gone through a training camp and really studied him?
That's not as good as everyone thinks, you know. He's a guy that's been stopped before by TKO, been choked out before, been taken down before, you know. So there's many ways that you can beat him. He's just a normal fighter that's more scrappy, basically. He's like Usman, more scrappy, basically, you know. And me and my team came up with a great game plan to neutralize everywhere where he's good at, and my aim is to go out there and take him out, you know.
And I know when you when you last fought in March, you were kind of lukewarm about him being the next challenge for you. You said that, you know, that wasn't going to be the case. Now that it's here, do you still feel like he's really shouldn't be the guy on the other side? Like if it was a just system, or
do you think he should be the guy?
I mean, it's
exactly
Bilal
right.
certainly has a good case as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I think no one in this room know why they're fighting for a title, but we're here now, and none of that matters. You know, like I said, all that matters now is Saturday night, going out there, taking him out. I am focused fully on that, and that's it. Whether he deserves it or not, it doesn't matter, because he's fighting anyway for the bout, and that's my aim.
And I do want to get your reaction. We got news recently that Bilal is going to be weighing in as the backup. I know he's been asking for a rematch against you for a while. Do you feel like that was the right move? And do you feel like he's going to be the one that's next for you if you get through Colby?
Yeah, maybe. But there's many guys that's been the backup for other cards and didn't end up fighting for the world title, you know. And let's say on Saturday night, one of the other guys do like a mad stand-up performance. Maybe UFC just skip Bilal and put them in, you know. So who knows? But like I said, you got to fight them all anyway. So whoever comes first, it doesn't matter.
Leon, you mentioned about Colby being a character and how in the past he said to Kamaru, like, oh, I was selling the fight and stuff like that. If he turns around to you and says, I was only joking about that, do you sort of go, I get it, it's a character? Or do you think, well, if you say those things, you're still saying those things, character or not?
I don't know. I just don't think after we have a beer. Like, maybe in the octagon, as like athletes, like, oh yeah, like good fight, but I wouldn't be like go to the club with him after. We're just two different guys, you know. I feel like even without fighting, we just wouldn't be friends anyway. You know, I think his mentality is different from my mentality. His way of thinking is different from my way of thinking, and that's it. You know, we're just two different human beings, and but he sells a fight. I get paid. We all get paid, so it is what it is.
So you mentioned that you dislike him. Is that like this guy personally, I can't stand him, I hate him, or is it just like this guy annoys me?
No, I don't hate him. I don't know him like that to hate him. You know, I hate the character that he's playing. You know, I find it just strange that a grown-ass man is walking around with another grown-ass man in his clothes. You know, it's just a weird thing. I don't get it. Obviously, I'm from different like parts of the world from him. But if that's his thing, right? And yeah, fair play to him.
Do you think just sort of, he's had these title shots, he got this title shot that you're not sure he deserved. Do you think after this one, you'll kind of prove that his time at the top of the division is over and that he spent too long on the shelf?
I believe so. I can't see him, because he's all turning on all the younger guys coming up. He's turning on all everyone that UFC offered him and sat out for 2 years. So now I can't see him winning the bout and then fighting all the young up-and-comers. I just can't see it happening. And I think when someone like that gets stuff added to them so easily all the time, that he feels like he can do that. So after being him, I truly believe he's either retire or move down, probably. They keep calling out Islam, so let him go fight Islam in lightweight,
You the Bilal rematch, does that interest you, right? We saw it play out and, you were winning that fight before the eye poke and everything. So does the rematch kind of interest you? Or in a way, do you almost feel like, I've done that already, I'd rather fight other people?
I don't know. I'd like to fight other people, probably, but like I said, if I have to fight Bilal, I'll fight Bilal. I feel like I've proven that I'm way better than him anyway, just from that one round. And but yeah, if he's next, like I said, I'll happily engage in it, and it's fine. I believe that I'm going to fight them all anyway. So why not fight them all as the champion? Why not fight them all as the king and making money for it, making pay-per-views for it? Why not do it then? So I'm going to fight them all anyway. So it doesn't matter who's next.
And you mentioned, just a quick one for me, you mentioned, his suit and everything, but Colby was in here saying that if he does win that, it's actually going to be Trump wrapping the belt around his waist. So what do you make of that?
I don't know. I think the whole scenario is weird. That's what I think. That's what I make of it. I don't get the fascination with another man. I don't get it. I know he used to be the president and stuff, but he's no longer the president, so I don't get, what's going on. And I don't know, it's just a weird, why he picked him, just to be a character off the back of him, I just don't get it. And Trump ain't wrapping nothing around his waist because he ain't getting the bout. Trump has been to his fights before when he's lost, so Trump can't fight for him. Just need to grow up and go get a girlfriend or something.
You wouldn't want Rishi Sunak to put the belt around you, no?
Who?
You wouldn't want Rishi Sunak?
No.
Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson is equivalent to that, right? It's like Boris going to put the bat around me. He's like, bro, no. You know what I mean?
Leon down here. Second headlining event in Las Vegas. Obviously, the first one was during COVID times. Topping the bill of a massive card, arguably the biggest card of the year. Do you think this is the perfect opportunity for you to kind of catapult yourself a bit more into global superstardom?
Yeah, for sure. I think Las Vegas is the place of dreams, right? Like, everyone dreamed to come here headline. Like I said, it's my first time headlining in a sold-out arena in Las Vegas. It was weird, seeing myself in lights in Las Vegas, And even though I've been there before, it was because of COVID. So yeah, it's I think therefore I can use this opportunity to prepare myself even more, And Kamaru Usman was a pinnacle in my career for getting the bout, but now it's my time to reign,
And I know you said in the past you're a big Marvin Hagler fan. Have you walked past Caesar's Palace where he fought Ray Leonard?
I went shopping there actually yesterday. Yeah. But yeah, he's one of my icons and someone I greatly look up to, So RIP.
And And obviously this is Colby's third crack at the welterweight title. How satisfying will it be for you to essentially slam the door in his face in terms of title contention and potentially usher him into retirement?
I'm just focused on me. I'm not really focused on this is Colby's last shot. I know he ain't beating me. That's the main thing. Whether we go down to somewhere else and get a title shot, then fair play to him. My aim is not beating me, and that's it. I don't give to. I don't care what he does with his career after that, and that's it.
Cheers, bro.
Leon, to your left. What exactly makes Leon Edwards have the most aesthetic physique in the UFC?
I think that's the good waist. The ratio from the waist to the shoulders to the back to the legs to the dick is just perfect. It's all just perfect.
What have you made of all the new fans you've got from that? Because you go on one of your Instagram pages.
Yeah, I know. Literally every post I put up is funny. All my coaches all start ripping into me about it, but it's so funny.
Any
Fun
chance
games.
of a career in bodybuilding after the UFC?
Hang on. I'm getting fat, if anything.
And putting yourself as number one, who would you put as number two? Who's got the most aesthetic, other than your brother?
I don't know. I don't really judge men by the bodies like that, so I don't know.
Leon over here. Obviously, I know you guys have a good relationship, but GSP is backing you this weekend. I guess how's it like hearing that from a legend like him who held that very belt that you have now?
It means a lot. It means a lot. You know, he actually texted me the other night and give me advice, and just he's a great man. You know, he came to the UK before, we went out at dinner, and had a long chat. You know, so for someone that I consider the welterweight GOAT, to be not just stingy with information, but like also willing to help and willing to give advice to the young up and comers. That's chasing for his record. That's what I'm trying to do. You know, I'm trying to beat his record, trying to be the best of all time, and not being stingy with it. I think that shows the kind of person he is. You know, he's a great man, and I wish him well in his retirement. You know.
And with the MMA scene being the biggest it's ever been out in the UK, obviously you and Tom now hold belts. Does a win here help your case of potentially taking part in a stadium event out there?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Like I said, having Tom now that went and took him out so quick, I think it only speaks volume to mixed martial arts in the UK, you know, and to have two champs at the same time, I think it's a perfect time to get a stadium show done. You know, I feel like we've definitely earned it over the years, and we definitely deserve it, you know. So, yeah, 100%.
And speaking of stadium events, you played in the Soccer 8 charity match. You played as a goalkeeper, and safe to say, it didn't really go out the way you wanted it to. How was that experience like playing in goal?
I think the whole experience was just like sick anyway, you know, just for such a good cause, and it was like mad scary as well. Everyone was like charging towards you with the ball. It was different, but like I said, something I want to do again next year because it's for a good cause, and it was fun.
And you're an Aston Villa fan. How happy are you seeing the run they're on right now in the Premier League?
Nah, I'm chuffed, you know, because like I said, when I first came to the UK, I went straight to. I live in Aston, which is where Aston Villa is, and so to see how well they're doing, and they were like the underdogs, and now they're like reigning. It's just similar to my story, you know. So yeah, I'm happy for them for sure.
Would that be where you want to fight at the Villa Park?
Yeah, that was sick. If that could happen, that'd be sick. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Thank you.
Leon, we know that you won the title in an epic comeback fashion. You defended it, making a statement. Do you feel like that defense changed the conversation around you as a champion?
Yeah, for sure. I think it definitely helped, you know. I think everyone was saying it was a fluke before when we knocked him out. So when we went out there and beat him convincingly in my hometown, I think that proves my case that I am as good as what you think I am. And so, yeah, but I feel like this performance I'm going to put on Saturday night, I think that's going to be my standout performance, you know, and that's going to open the eyes to just the confirmation of just how good I am, you know.
And was it a breath of fresh air this camp, not having to think about Kamaru Usman after back-to-back camps with him on your mind?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like it. Even though I grew in the camps that I've had with Kamaru, it's good to have like a fresh new opponent, similar stylistically kind of fight, but a totally different person that you got to focus on and break down, and so it's perfect.
And it seems almost impossible to get away from all of Colby Covington's comments. So do you take almost enjoying it and finding the humor in all of the content he's producing?
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Like I said, the guy's a clown, and it's easy to. He just says random shit, you know. So it doesn't make sense to nothing. You're just talking just to talk, and so it's easier to. It's easier to just deal with it and laugh at it, you know.
Thank you.
Leon, I feel that obviously your grappling has been very underrated through your UFC career, especially your work in the clinch. Is that where you feel that you can be a little bit dominant in this fight and kind of force Colby into a striking match?
I'm going for a mixed martial arts match. I'm not trying to keep it on the feet or on the ground or wherever. I'm willing to go where the fight goes. You know, I feel like I said, he's been taken down multiple times in the UFC. He's been choked out in the UFC. He's been hurt in the UFC. So why can't I do it? You know, I was the first guy to take Kamaru down. Everyone thought he can't be taken down. So a guy that can definitely be taken down, that's way smaller than me. So once you feel my size, my strength, and my power, I think he's going to feel the difference, you know?
Yep, you said that you wanted to retire Colby ahead of this fight. We've not really seen you get that dark and talk about your opponents like that before. What kind of drew out those comments?
Just want to retire him? I didn't think I said that. I think someone asked me, would he retire after the fight? I was like, maybe, because I said I can't see him fighting the younger guys that's coming up. Because he's turned them all down already, and sat out for 2 years just not to fight them. So I can't now see him winning the bout and being a very active champion and fighting all the younger guys that's trying to come up and take his bout, So if he does lose, I think he either walks away or move down to another weight class,
Last one for me. Out of the 2 welterweight fights that you share on the card, who do you think is standing out as your biggest opponent moving forward?
We'll see Saturday night. Like, who knows? Like you might say our name today, then Saturday night to get panned out. You're like, but you're no longer in the running. And so let's see Saturday night who stand out, and we'll go from there.
Thank you.
Leon, one question over here. Got a lot of big personalities at the press conference tomorrow. 5 of the guys on stage all ultimately want to fight you. Mentally, how do you prepare to deal with all that in front of everybody?
It's good because my last fight I was a headline, so I had to sell the card. I was in my hometown. There was a lot of pressure on me, so now I can sit back, let them all bicker and talk shit and go out there and perform Saturday night, So I feel like it'd be an easier press conference for me because Colby chatting shit. Who else? Paddy talks. Ian talks. They all talk, So I just chill, enjoy my time and bounce.
Thank you.
Leon down here. Are you looking forward to finally facing off with Colby after all these years of him talking breeze?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I definitely want to just have a look at him and let him know that I'm coming in to take him out, and size him up. I know he's way smaller than me, but I still want to see him in person. I've seen him before in London, but I haven't actually face off, so it'd be good to see him soon.
Cheers, bro.